As a mother, I want my kids to be healthy. I want to know that their food is healthy. And I want them to inherit a world that is not so toxic.
So I believe that every choice that you make counts.
I created Made Safe because as a mom, I realized there was nothing in the marketplace that told me that a product was safe for use or not. So Made Safe is the first non-toxic certification program for products. We vet and certify that products aren't made with known ingredients of harm.
There is eco-friendly alternatives for almost everything in your home, from beauty to cleaning to fashion.
So what I'm wearing right now is recycled plastic booties by
Nice.
Melissa Shoes. This is recycled bubble wrap. This is one of my favorite ones. We as consumers, we set that demand, and it's our shopping habits that either hurt the planet or save the planet.
We are an online community dedicated to helping shoppers change the way that they consume clothing. We have a wiki where you can access information on brand supply chains and learn which brands are best to buy from and which you should avoid.
I mean, fashion is the largest polluter on the earth, second to coal. People think about what you are, what you eat, but haven't made the connection completely to you are what you wear. You are what you put on your body just as much as you are what you put in your body.
I'm learning all about this amazing innovation to use crickets to help solve the food crisis.
They make these chirps, they're chips, they're tortilla chips out of crickets.
And they've got a packaged bolognese that has cricket meat in it.
You might have to make cricket pasta.
Yeah, there's a company.
Oh, there is
doing that
one.
too. We basically running out of resources, but the population keeps growing.
There's so many levels on which insects make sense. They're very efficient livestock. They don't take much water. They don't take much space. They have a short life cycle, and their poop, it can be a great fertilizer.
Taking a bite, it is crunchy, it's salty, it's fantastic. What is the protein content on this?
It's about 60% protein.
Insects are nutritionally similar to fish, so there's potential for substituting insects for fish meal.
To me, this makes a lot of sense because we're fishing out the smaller fish to make fish meal for poultry. Right. So you can keep the fish in the ocean. I sit on the board of Oceana, and it's a global ocean organization that is working to enforce fishing regulation, and we've found that 3 out of 5 fish are mislabeled. So it gets back to knowing where your fish comes from and is it actually safe to eat.
We've taken the model of community-supported agriculture and applied that to wild fisheries, where people kind of surrender that demand from the fishery and from the ocean, what I'm in the mood for, and just allow the ocean to do its job in producing. We also created the first restaurant-supported fishery program with the help of some really great chefs like Dan Barber here at Blue Hill at Stone Barns. We've created a new economy for wild seafood to move in.
How do we create a whole new set of ingredients that not only withstand the challenges of the future, but do it deliciously?
We founded Renewal Mill with this intention to improve our agricultural system and to reduce food waste, but to do it in a big way.
If we wasted a quarter less food, we could feed all the people in the world today. And that's not including how much land is used, the size of Mexico to grow food that never gets eaten. The amount of water that we waste on food that isn't eaten can actually provide enough drinking water for people in 2050 and beyond.
And so that's what drove us to work with. The technical term is food manufacturing byproducts, but I hate that term because everything that we're working with here is good food. We take the okara, we're running it through simple trade dehydrators in order to get product and then mill it. Whether it's okara or grape hummus that comes out of winemaking, almond hulls or pistachio hulls, this is all good, healthy, nutritious food. If we ended up being successful, we would take large percentage points off of the total food waste that's produced in the US, driving towards a more sustainable future, towards better environmental outcomes.
I guess the takeaway would be, if you look at everything in terms of agriculture, whether it's seed to shirt, whether it's farm to table, and fisheries, you want to ask, how is it grown, what was it grown in, and who grew it?
Through Made Safe, when we think about the environment, we think about the ecosystem so impacted by chemicals that we are using on a daily basis.
I really want shoppers to understand that they have power. You have power with what you buy, And with each daily action, you make a choice about the world that you want to see.
This is the future, everybody.
It's the day-to-day that you do in your lifestyle that are impacting the world as a whole.
We talk about the ripple effect, that each action, if we all join together, we can create a wave of change. And may we continue to work together to heal Mother Earth.